it's great to have so many blues greats in one room at one time. And if you don't know these names, do a quick look up. You're going to do some reading, and you're going to find out some great blues history. Kim Wilson, who has been involved with everybody from Fabulous Thunderbirds on forward, and played with Muddy. Mac, of course, he started out and played with James Brown and Muddy and Otis Spann, a whole bunch of folks. Bob Margolin, Muddy Waters guitarist for a great number of years, formed your own bands. And the 7-time W.C. Handy blues instrumentalist winner, Willie Big Eye Smith, who grew up and neighbors of a couple of cats you may have heard about, Robert Nighthawk and Pinetop Perkins.
Pinetop and I have been friends for the last 40 years now.
And a great long-standing drummer with Muddy Waters as well, and worked with your own legendary blues band that you co-founded.
Since that time, I've did, I guess about, just to count off the top of my head, about 7 or 8 CDs since that point. And the last one I did was called Born in Arkansas. That was my last production, which I produced that one myself. And I got another one coming out, which we got another one coming out with Pinetop Perkins. Pinetop Perkins and I did a joint project together. So this will be coming out in June, and I hope everybody like it. Look forward to it. And it's going to be called Join at the Hip. The old man and the young man join at the hip. So.
Which one is the old man? Which one's the young man?
It minimizes the one that's the oldest.
Pinetop's an amazing person.
Yeah, for to be, well, his birthday coming up, he's going to be 97 years old, you know. And for him to play the piano like he does, it's amazing just to see him do it, you know. So I guess it's the music that keeps him going.
Yeah. Wanted to ask you all about instruments and getting an eye for your axe there, Bob. Is there any special history and why you chose that today?
Mm-hmm. Well, they kind of call me. I have a bunch of really nice guitars. I haven't got any new ones for a long time. This was the newest one here. It's a Gibson custom shop model that's only 10 years old, but it's been played so much and beat in the last 10 years that everybody goes, oh, that must be one from the 50s. It's a Les Paul Gold Top, and it's not an old one, but it feels good to me, and those guitars don't care if I spend the night with another one.
That's correct.
And Mac, the southpaw, working on the bass, and a far piece from your first instrument, your first guitar you made when you were 10 out of a gas can, right?
Gasoline can. I'm playing gasoline cans tonight.
And Kim on the harmonica. Now, I've got a harmonica. I have a couple young boys, and they like to blow on a harmonica, but I have no idea, neither do I, on how to play it. Have you got any tips for us out there?
Just play it a lot.
Uh-huh.
Just play it a lot. Get comfortable with it. Make it like breathing to you, you know, and find it. There's really not, I remember people used to always trying to get technical with me about it, and it really, when I heard James Cotton playing on that Soul Survivor, there's certain different positions you get into, and I just realized at that time that my harmonica didn't have those notes, so I had to figure out the notes, you know what I mean? No one really ever told me. I just kind of figured it out, and that's the best way to do it, you know. You can get all these people telling you what to do, but you really got to, just like all these guys, you know, everybody has their own voice, and the best way you can do that is just have a lot of different influences and just play to yourself and play at home and enjoy it, and you're going to come out like yourself.
Yeah, all right. And then Willie Big Eye Smith on our own kit, definitely a handy drummer to have in anybody's band, I would dare say.
Thank you.
Where did you get the nickname Big Eyes?
Muddy. It was in the 70s, you know, so we had, everybody in the band had a nickname except me, you know, so Muddy, when he started to introduce anybody, I was pretty much always last besides Pinetop, so he introduced everybody. Everybody had a nickname like Luther, Guitar, Junior Johnson, We had Samuel Lawhorn, you know, we called him Lowhorn and all of that, you know. Then we had James Madison, which was Pee Wee Madison, you know. So everybody had a nickname but me. But meanwhile, we was doing a concert that night, and when he introduced everybody, the crowd was going wild. So meanwhile, he got ready to introduce me, and I'm just sitting just like I'm looking at you, you know. And I'm just sitting there looking at him, waiting on him. He looked back at me and he said, I got to call you something, you know. By the time the people got through applauding and all of this, what came out was Willie Big Eye Smith, you know. And man, I just looked at him. I kind of laughed, but I just looked at him. And from that point on, honest to God, from that point on, that's what everybody was calling. I hear people calling, hey, Big Eye, Big Eye. I just keep walking just like I didn't hear. Finally, I finally started dancing to it, you know, so I just went along with it. So now I guess that's my trademark, Willie Big Eye Smith.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
All of you have such an extensive history in blues music and have seen, you know, I'm sure you've seen some lean times, you've seen some good times, but, you know, what's kept you in it?
Well, for me, it was playing with people like Willie and Muddy and Jimmy Rogers and Eddie Taylor and all them great guys, and I really didn't care about anything else but that. And after I figured out that I needed to make some money, there was nothing else I could do. I didn't know how to do anything else. You know, what am I going to do? Reschool myself to go at my age? No. So basically, it's just let's make the best of it. Let's enjoy ourselves and try and surround yourselves with people that are on the same page that like this stuff as much as I do.
Have the love for the music. That's the only thing. That's all that matters. The love of the music. And if you love your music, it no matter whether you get, you know, everybody wants to get paid good, you know, but it doesn't matter. It's about the music. When you can go to a gig, leave that gig happy, satisfied within yourself that you have knowing that you have done the best that you could do at that particular time. Be happy about it and enjoy it. That's the way I look at it.
When you're touching people, you're affecting people, and you reach out and you touch their souls. That's something that's about as close to God as you can get.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Music is spiritual. You know, once I hit the bandstand, I'm playing. Basically, I forgets about everything else except what I'm doing at the time is music. You know, it could be a house full of people, no matter what. I don't even see them. Until they start keeping up noise, I don't even see them. And when they start keeping up noise, I know I must be touching soul. So when I touch their soul, that touches my soul.
Yes,
so
yes.
it's really a thing that I can't, out of all of these years, I still can't describe it. So it's got to be spiritual.
There's a lot of thrills to be had from this music. Like Kim said, playing with some of the great ones who are your teachers and inspirations is a thrill that you can't duplicate. And like Willie says, when Kim is playing boogie woogie on that harmonica, nothing else matters and nothing hurts.
That's right.
That's good.
That's still true.
That's nice to hear.